Hey, happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Over the last few days, I have been working with a lot of coaches and helping them grow their digital networks. And a lot of them have been sending me messages. I'm getting text message, I'm getting instant messages, I'm getting phone calls. It's been really, really awesome. And they're asking me a lot of wonderful questions about growing their business. And some of the conversations revolved around making mistakes. And so this morning I was thinking about that, the constant fear of making mistakes, and how sometimes that constant fear of making mistakes could actually be the detriment or the obstacle for us to actually grow into the lives that we want. So I want to spend a little time talking today about how you can win in every situation or win every time. Now, that doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes. It doesn't mean that, things are always going to go perfect. But to win means that we learn from everything that we do. So I use a win method, and I learned this, um, created it, I think. I can't remember where I got this one, but I realized that one of the things that I had done to myself, and I'd seen a lot of people do, is that we do something, right? And then we look back on it, and all we do is focus on the negative things that we did. We focus on the negative. We constantly focus on the negative, right? We go, and for me, it was, you know, launching a new product, or, even in soccer games when I was a kid, it was not focusing on the things that I did right, but you come off the field and I'd say all the things that I did wrong. And it was a habit, unfortunately, that I then adopted into other areas of my life when I was an adult. So if I was in a sales pitch, if I was doing a presentation, if I put together a pitch deck, I had a conversation with an employee, it was that constantly walking away going, I did this wrong. I could have done this better, whatever it may be. So I'm sitting out in my backyard, out in my fire pit where I do a lot of thinking, I do a lot of writing, and I wanted to share with you the WIN method. This will help you win in everything that you do. Now, the WIN method is really simple. It's W.I.N. So for the W, whenever you're done with anything, um, the first question is, what did I do well? And focus on the positive. And reason this is so important for us, especially in winning in everything that we do, is that where our brains go is what we repeat. So what we think about is going to repeat. So do you want to repeat all the things that you did wrong, or do you want to repeat all the things that you did well? So when you're done with an activity, a sales pitch, you put together an ad, you did a Facebook Live, whatever it may be, the first question is, what did you do well? And to list out everything that you can think of that you did well. Now, I'm sitting out on my fire pit, having a cigar on a Saturday afternoon. And when I'm done with this Facebook, I'll tell you what's going on right now. I can see that at one point I had 6 people on here, and currently there's none. So if you're listening to this, you're watching it on a recording. And I've already got these fears coming in me. What did I do wrong? What did I say? How come those 6 people didn't stay? What could I have done differently? Right? All of those insecurities start coming up. I mean, this is what we do to ourselves. So focusing on what you did well is a first step. And hey, honestly, there's times where the only thing I did well in something was I tried. I showed up. I turned the camera on. I did a live. I wrote an email and I pressed send. But sometimes, um, when that's all we've done, it's better to focus on the positive of I did this, I accomplished it, versus, oh, the email sucked, the live sucked, whatever it may be. We need to be able to focus on the positives in our life, the wins if we want to create, we want to repeat more wins and not repeat the negative. So the first in the win method is, what did I do well? And list everything that you did well. Don't stop. Like, this is our tendencies, right? Well, I guess I did that okay, but I did this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, right? That now focuses all of your body, all your cells, all your thinking into the negative instead of into the positive. So focus on everything you did well. And then here's your opportunity with step number 2. Where can I improve? So we're not looking at this as, what did I do wrong? We're changing the way that we think about things. We're moving them into a positive situation for us instead of a negative. So instead of saying, I did this wrong, like, you know what I'd like to improve upon? The next time I do a Facebook Live, I want to do a better introduction. I want to get straight to the point, tell people what I'm going to talk about, and then talk right into it. Because maybe on this live, I, was a little too fluffy at the beginning and people lost interest, because you have this much time to capture people's attention. So the improve point is the frame of mind, the reference, the way that you're thinking about it. So instead of saying, I did this wrong, I sucked, I did this, where do you want to improve? And think about those areas that you can improve. And then here's the last step, the N. The N is, what do I want to do next time? So the win method is, what did I do well? And list everything that you did well. Stay focused on the positive. How can I improve? That way you're looking at things not from a negative slant of, I sucked at this, but where are areas that I can improve? And then the N is next time. In order to always be growing, always be improving, take one thing and implement it next time. So this ensures that you always win, even if you make mistakes, because what you're doing is you're moving in the right direction. I was exchanging some messages with a few different people this week, and we were talking about progress. We were talking about momentum. We were talking about being disciplined. And I said, you know what? I don't remember where I got this. I think that was like an old Chinese proverb or something like that. But it says that you grow when you take 20 steps in the same direction. The challenge is most people will take 20 steps in 20 different directions. And it's true, we could really drive ourselves nuts doing a lot of activity, but no momentum, or a lot of activity and no growth. But when we do the WIN method, there's a few things that are really, really important about the WIN method. One is you're staying focused on the positive. What did I do well? Give yourself the pat on the back, because you know what? If we talk to our friends the way that we talk to ourselves a lot, we wouldn't have any friends. We're so hard on ourselves. So focus on what you did well and give yourself an opportunity to celebrate what you did well. And then looking at things from how you can improve. How can I improve? Is such a more positive, better question to ask than to make a statement of, oh, I really blew that because I didn't do this or this or that. How can I improve is a great question to ask ourselves for positive momentum. And then the end with, what can I do next? If every time we just took one thing, focused on it, and then implemented that the next time we were in a situation, the next time we were in a conversation, you're in a business deal, you're going live on Facebook, whatever it may be. If you could just implement one thing the next time, you're always winning. And isn't that what we're all trying to do? We're trying to improve. To live the 2.0 life is about being a better version of yourself today than you were yesterday. It's about making intentional decisions to be better, to improve, to move your life down the path that you want it to go. So I recommend, and I use the WIN method as often as I can, so that every time, every step, every new activity is a win. So if you're just coming in late, Here's the WIN method. What did I do well? How can I improve? And what's one thing I am for sure going to do different next time? And that is how we win in moving our life into that 2.0 life. Hey, thanks for listening. Give me comments down below. Love to hear your thoughts and love to hear how I can help you. Have a wonderful Saturday. I'll see y'all soon.